Hey guys, welcome to my cryptocurrency YouTube channel where I do reviews on coins and tokens, talk about cryptocurrency news, ICOs, and just kind of my opinion. Not an expert, not a financial advisor, but I just kind of give it to you straight about how I feel about different coins and tokens. If you're brand new, I really appreciate you coming to my channel and watching this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, awesome. Thanks guys, I really appreciate the love. So today, we're going to hop into a token called a Blockport. Let's hop on over here first, take a look at the price. I always do this. I kind of look at pricing. I try to look at some social metrics first, just to kind of show you guys where it's sitting at the moment. 65 cents is what it's selling for. Very low volume in comparison to a lot of things out there. In the last 24 hours, only 730,000. Circulating supply, almost 52 million. And total supply, almost 70 million here. So that's actually not that much. Markets, only on 2 exchanges right now, so if you end up liking the concept, now maybe might be a good time to buy because it hasn't gone to those other exchanges. And I always say there's a benefit to being on less exchanges, and there's also a benefit to being on a lot of exchanges. The benefit of not being on those other exchanges right now, you might be able to get it at a lower price because once it hits new exchanges like Binance and Bittrex and those other ones, sometimes the volume skyrockets and also does the price. Not always, but that is something that does happen. Their social side, 16,000 on Twitter. They claim here that they started this in August of 2017, so not that long ago. Not terrible, not amazing. Kind of, right in the middle in my opinion on that. I've seen better. Readers on, subscribers on Reddit, 1,100. That's lower than I prefer. Again, this is still a very new concept, so I try not to bash the newer concepts as much because they still have to take time to grow. I do like to see ones that have skyrocketed even before they get to these next level stages. So those are the ones I really try to say, hey, they've done a quality job at marketing their product. And I'm not saying this one hasn't. I'm just saying that it is lower than some of the other ones I've seen. 47 people currently online, so less than 10% of their overall total subscribers. Telegram, though, 14,000 members. That's actually pretty darn good. I think that's pretty good, especially for the time frame that it's been out or lack thereof. So I would definitely give that a thumbs up on that side of things. So let's go ahead and explain what Blockport is. And one of the reasons why I grabbed this, not necessarily, it's not identical at all. There definitely are differences between the two, but I just did a video yesterday on one called Coinvest, and it's got some similarities to it, so I thought, well, why not cover this one? It's not, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a complete direct competitor because they do different things, but they have similarities at the same time, so why not just do a back-to-back kind of similar concept? So Blockport, what are they trying to do? They claim they're the first social crypto exchange based on a hybrid decentralized architecture. If you look here at this picture, and I'm assuming this was by design, and funny enough, I actually think it's probably a smart idea, especially probably because they did this by design. You've probably looked and said, huh, that looks familiar. Well, yeah, if you look at Coinbase, it's almost identical, guys. Other than this is blue instead of this kind of orangish yellow. The price up here looks almost the same. You got this little plus symbol from the last month. I mean, everything about this is eerily similar to Coinbase. And I don't think that's a bad thing. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at Coinbase, the adoption of Coinbase, they made it so dirt simple that anybody can pretty much come on and use it. I mean, look how much what they're valued at this point. So why not? Don't reinvent the wheel. Copy the best and try to add extra features to it. That's really what I feel like they did. They basically took Coinbase, in my opinion, based off these pictures. I haven't used it. Took Coinbase and said, okay, here's what people like and here's what they understand. Now we're also going to add additional features to this concept, and I believe that's what they're trying to do. So their mission, what they say the problem is, and I agree completely with this, the complex crypto space makes it difficult for beginners to start trading. Current platforms impose higher barriers of entry because of often lack of usability, transparency, and education. As a result, many people are discouraged to adopt the crypto economy. I cannot disagree with that at all. 100% agree with that. I've said many times to my friends personally, I said the barriers of entry, in my opinion, are so high for crypto that the average person that wants to get in, they don't understand anything but maybe Coinbase, and that's it. And the fees on Coinbase are astronomically high. I think I made a video, if not, I wrote an article on it one time about to get in, to get out, to transfer. It's just insane the amount of fees they force you to pay. Now, I don't know what the fees are for this particular setup. I've looked around on the white paper. I didn't see any particular percentages on there, so I can't comment on whether or not they're going to be better, but I assume they're going to try to make it better than Coinbase. That's my assumption. Mission. We are building a user-friendly crypto exchange that combines social trading with a hybrid decentralized architecture to help people safely trade crypto assets. We bridge the gap between the crypto economy and the traditional world of finance to shift towards a digital and decentralized society. And again, I completely agree. It's just the more friendly you can make it, the more you pull down that barrier of entry, I think the more money will flow into crypto and the more people feel comfortable getting into it. I tell everybody, I think we're still very, very early, almost too early in this stage, because it's so hard for the average person to get in and understand it all. It's too much in my opinion, guys. It really is. So anything that makes it easier, I'm a personal fan of, at least, supporting something like that is trying to do that. This is how it works, they say. Everyone is able to trade cryptocurrencies. The Blockport trading platform is designed for both beginners and advanced traders. No prior knowledge of trading or experience with cryptocurrencies is required when using the Blockport platform. Buy your first cryptocurrency and instantly access them through your personal dashboard. So again, they showed up here. I would assume this would be kind of a dashboard. Forget this for the minute, but this right here would be your dashboard. I mean, it's almost a straight up copy of Coinbase, which I have no problems with. I think it makes sense. Just don't reinvent the wheel. Copy what works best. They show down in here, you can buy a particular cryptocurrency with a certain payment method. They have a credit card here. They don't talk about any fees that I know of. Follow experienced traders and copy their moves. Now, I've seen this on, I think it's called One Trader, and I know I talked about it on Coinvest, where you can copy index funds, like index cryptocurrency funds. Well, this one is similar, where they say, learn from experienced traders on the Blockport platform, browse through the list of available traders, check their risk indicators, and follow or copy their trading activities. So I would imagine that they would have different levels of risk. And I could be wrong, but I think it's called One Trader or something like that, where you essentially could copy their trades and they would have different risk assessments to it. So saying like one guy was very, risk adverse and had just a steady growth over time. Another guy had super risky investments that he was making, but some months he would do crazy great and his percentage returns, and other months he'd kind of fail. So I mean, that's up to you as far as how much you want to gamble. Once you're confident enough, you can start trading yourself and earn Blockport tokens as a reward when other members follow you. So again, I love this concept that gets people who are on technical analysis side of things and already trading. And heck, I mean, I have my own portfolio that I do personally. I have a fun fake portfolio that I do to say, like, what if I would have. And it might be fun for me to just create something on here, and in theory, I could get rewarded for doing that. So I'm interested in that. I definitely would be, and I don't see why other social media type people, especially on Twitter, wouldn't tie into this, or to try to say, hey, look at my portfolio that I'm doing, look how well it's doing, come follow me, and they would get something in return for actually presenting that and pushing that. Trade on multiple exchanges. This is also very, very cool in my opinion. Our trading platform is connected with multiple crypto exchanges. This allows you to benefit from different markets in a single dashboard. When you initiate a trade, our trading engine will find the best prices and distribute your order across multiple exchanges. So again, I'm assuming that's going to allow them to open up to multiple coins and tokens to trade on, rather than something like Coinbase where they have 4 options currently: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And everybody's waiting for the next, what's going to be? Is it going to be Ripple next? Is it going to be, something else next? Like, nobody knows. And I get it. They can't tell people. But the reality is, I think more and more people are frustrated with having what I call the gateway exchanges, the Abras, the Geminis, the Coinbases of the world, not allowing more options on there. Because essentially the new people get in, they put their money in, and they don't realize, there's a whole other world out there of 1,500 other altcoins that they can choose from, and every single day more are coming, or they do realize that, but they're too scared to go to the next step and try to open something up. Or when they do, there was a time frame where Binance and Qcoin, some of the other, Bittrex too, they shut down the ability for people to get in and trade because they were overwhelmed. It was too much. And I think in maybe a 2 or 3 week time frame, I had 3 or 4 friends come to me like, hey, I'm trying to get on my trade. They couldn't get on. And I just kept telling people, hey, you know what? I sign up for everything. I sign up for every exchange, whether it's good, bad, whatever. I sign it up. I check it out. If I don't like it, at least I have an account on there. This might actually take away that potential problem in the future for people. So I do like that. Own your private keys. This, guys, is a really big one. Coinbase, for example, you don't own your private keys. And that is a very big deal in my opinion. So Blockport enables you to host your funds in a personal wallet on the blockchain, keeping you in charge of your investment. That's very, very, very important, guys. I mean, the whole entire point of this, crypto in general, is for you to be responsible for your funds and your financial, security or non-security, if you will. And the fact that some of these exchanges don't allow you to own your own private keys is iffy as is, and so I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. When you initiate a trade, your funds will never leave your wallet until the atomic swap is successful. As a result, you are less susceptible to fraud and hacking. So they have here, this is their roadmap. So they started late Q3 of 2017. Team is consolidated and the initial vision was translated into a workable business plan. Over here, they started their white paper in late 2017, Q4. So again, they're very, very new. They had a private pre-sale in January, and then I guess towards the end of January, they also had a crowd sale. Down here, this is basically where we're at the very minute. They're going to do a beta release, launch the Blockport 1.0 beta version. Members can buy, sell, and store Bitcoin and Ethereum. So they're going to start very simple. The 2 main coins pretty much out there right now. Additionally, the knowledge sharing platform will be launched, and we will start research and development that is needed for the hybrid decentralized architecture of Blockport 3.0. I don't know why they went from down here. So here's 2.0 over here. So quarter 2. So this is almost, guys, if you think about it, it's kind of interesting. I didn't think about this till this particular video. There are a lot of cryptocurrencies that have everything in quarters instead of like a half, right? So the first quarter really is kind of ending. Like a lot of them are ending in March. So we're kind of getting to a stage where other coins and other tokens are kind of starting to, we're going to be able to hold them hostage, if you will, and say, hey, are you making, are you hitting the mark? Are you hitting where the roadmap it states that you should be? So it'll be interesting to see if they can hit this mark or get close enough to it. Q2, in this period, we will release the full Blockport 1.0 and the beta version 2.0. This will enable users to test and follow copy features and ability to trade on multiple exchanges. So again, that's kind of right around the corner. It's a couple months away. Not totally around the corner, but it's still fairly close. It'll be very interesting to see the whole entire copy concept. I'll also be interested to see how many people on social media pick this up, push their portfolios out there to get them to follow. I might try it out too, just for the heck of it and just for fun. Let's see. And then the ability to trade on multiple exchanges. I think that's definitely an awesome idea. So Q3, I think this is when the full swing will most likely be seen. It's not like completely done, but I think at this point, if they can hit this roadmap bullet point, then I think at this point they'll start to be a nice momentum going. If as long as everything goes on in a timely manner. The full release of Blockport 2.0 will support 50+ cryptocurrencies and tokens. So again, if you got a Coinbase concept, reacts similarly. It looks like it's got an app concept too. You can follow profitable traders if you don't want to do it yourself. You can tie into multiple exchanges. You got 50+ coin options. I can definitely see this. There's a lot of selling points here that I like, and I think other people might like too. Additionally, the full range of social trading and knowledge sharing features will be launched during this time frame. 2.0 supports external trading on multiple exchanges, aimed to constantly improve our trading algorithm to achieve faster and cheaper, safe trading. And again, I could not find exact fees anywhere in the white paper, so I don't know what those fees look like. I would imagine they're going to try to beat a Coinbase fee. Q4. In this period, Blockport 3.0 beta will be released supporting most popular ERC20 tokens. Again, I don't know which ones those will be, but I would imagine it's going to evolve because that's quite a ways down the road, and there'll be new tokens, coming out every day, I'm assuming. This will enable members to have full ownership by storing their funds on-chain. Blockport 3.0 will support 100 plus cryptocurrencies and tokens. And then last point on the roadmap here, fully released to all members, supporting most popular cryptocurrencies and tokens. So pretty straightforward, but the thing I like about this concept is it's very easy to understand. There are definitely some, even the one I did yesterday, where I got a little bit confused how to explain it. And funny enough, so they have partnerships with Deloitte and ARC. I love ARC. I'm a big fan of ARC, and I did a review on ARC, and I still had trouble explaining fully to the fullest extent of what ARC is. I just like this concept because it's very easy, in my opinion, to explain. These are two great partnerships, along with, I don't know what this one is, to be quite frank, and I haven't looked enough into these two, but I do like these two partnerships there. So their core team consists of 4, 8, 12, 13 different people. I haven't gone through each particular one. I looked through LinkedIn one. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This one I didn't. I just know that they have about 14 people, and again, it passes my amount of people I want on a particular team, just for me personally. Their advisors, this guy's from Deloitte. Over here, you got a digital marketer from ex-Google, blockchain research and development, and full stack developer, and then the CFO of ARC, which would make sense because they are partners right here with ARC is what they say. So that makes sense there. Over here, I'm going to quickly just show you, I typically will go through the white paper, but the white paper and the concept was kind of so simple, which is a good thing, that I don't think there's really a need to make this video any longer than it has to be. I just wanted to quickly go to this article that they had posted on December 6th, and it just basically talks about their social trading features. They want to explain what the social trading features are and how they work and why they implement them in the exchange environment. So why social trading features? As passionate crypto traders, we experience firsthand that people in our direct network develop the urge and FOMO, fear of missing out, to invest in cryptocurrencies. Yeah, the FOMO can be absolutely real. People approach us on a daily basis with questions: what tokens or coins or tokens should we invest in? What broker, exchange, or wallet should we use? This triggered us to set up a quick survey to validate these challenges among a wider audience. So that right there, I like that. It sounds like they went out, I'm assuming just based off this article, that they went out and they did some polling. They said, what are the issues currently right now that people are running into, and what seem to be the main ones? And these aren't really complicated things, guys. It's not like, people are having super complicated things. It's just the fact that there's so many new people coming into this space that it's impossible for everybody. It might seem simple to some of us who have been looking at it for a couple months or a year or 2 or 3, but brand new people, it is very overwhelming, I will admit. So I like the fact that they did these surveys just try to figure out the challenges. And in total, they say around 100 people participated, and the results gave us 2 clear findings. Number one, a significant amount of respondents, 70 to 80%, that did not own Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies said, I would like to invest in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, but I do not know enough about Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies to actually invest in it. I can't tell you how often this happens. I cannot tell you how often I run into somebody and they go, oh, other than Bitcoin, they'll say, oh, I want to invest in Ripple. I want to invest in Tron. Some people say Verge. Some people say, and it's just because those social communities are so big that that's all they see slammed around Facebook and Twitter and everything else. So they're like, oh, well, this makes sense. This is what I want to go do. And I'm not talking good or bad about those coins or tokens. I'm just saying that's what happens. I see it on a daily basis. So it definitely is something that is an issue in my opinion. They'll say that, or I do not want to invest in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies because I do not know enough about Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So, and that's true too. A lot of people either A, don't have time, or B, just don't care. It's like sometimes like the stock market. They just want to invest in something they see on CNBC that Jim Cramer talked about and just go to sleep at night, wake up the next day, have some, profit in their account, and then take it off whenever they want it. So that's very, very true in my opinion. Despite the fact that our survey cannot be used as a valid statistical research, we concluded that the most important factors in investing in cryptocurrencies is knowledge, or rather the lack thereof. After conducting the survey, we experienced that even some of our tech-savvy millennial friends who actually owned Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were still struggling to understand all the different crypto services available on the web. Absolutely true. There's 1,500 coins, tokens, different protocols, different apps, I mean, it's almost mind-boggling how much has surfaced, or at least been pushed to the surface in the last year, just because that's when, I mean, even though it's been around for a couple of years, it just now started to explode, in my opinion. It was clear to us that something needed to be changed. That's what inspired us to start the Blockport. So the first social crypto exchange, you may think it's just another Bitcoin crypto exchange, but it's not. What they're aiming to do is mass adoption with usability. I definitely think that's a good way to look at it. Or rather, the lack of usability. In honest opinion, many crypto exchanges fail to address this effectively. I agree. Crypto space is created by tech-savvy people for tech-savvy people. When you offer a solution to store value, the need to build trust is essential. Completely agree. I can't tell you how many friends I've sat down with and spent actually hours with trying to explain some of the things I almost consider basics. And nothing against them, they just didn't know where to go. I was that friend, and so they came to me, and I just spent a lot of time. It takes time to get the basic down. It's like riding a bicycle once you get it, but until then, it's just like, where do you go? Who do you listen to? Just kidding. But yeah, listen to me. People develop trust in something that they can comprehend. Therefore, people want to understand how this new paradigm of blockchain and cryptocurrency work in order for them to build trust. So they go down here and they talk about observation, imitation, modeling. They outline 3 different things: live models, verbal instructions, symbolic, and then they go into other details in here. So essentially, like, again, I think they're just trying to take the Coinbase model, add the ability to use multiple exchanges, add the ability to have tons of cryptocurrencies and tokens to pick from, add the ability to follow traders who have already done the research without you having to dive into that, and also give an incentive, a financial incentive for those traders to actually take the time, put their portfolios out there, and spend effort getting people to follow them. And guys, people are already doing that anyways and not getting anything from it, so why not try this out? So I hope that covers what Blockport is. It was fairly simple in my opinion, and I like those. I like the ones that I feel comfortable being able to explain very quickly and not being that confusing. And I think this one definitely is that particular way. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Always, always, always do extra research on top of what I tell you. So yeah, that's kind of it for the, for this particular token. And last but not least, I never put any links on my YouTube channel because apparently what I've researched, YouTube does not like people to watch my video and then leave through a link that I give them. So given the fact I'm still growing my YouTube page, I would love for you to follow me on my Twitter page. Yeah, it's crazy looking, but I was having fun, whatever. I also put a review down here, a poll down here, which is over now, but I tried to get some feedback from people to find out, how many, whether you guys like coin reviews or technical analysis type stuff, because I haven't really dove into that just yet. I'd love for you guys to follow me. I'm at neverXpected99. Again, don't click off this channel here and go to this. Just open up a new tab like this. Type me in. Go ahead and follow me. It would be awesome. Love it. If you like this video, I would love for you to like and subscribe to me. If you dislike this video, give me a thumbs down. Give me some honest feedback so I can change my style or change something about what I'm doing so that I can provide you guys with better content. So thanks, guys. Have a great night.